Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Had some issues with the settings there. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna give you guys a quick update on today's trade from earlier because I ended the stream and I said I would come back and update you guys on how that trade played out. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. 1 second, guys. Let's let this kick on here for a second. One second, guys. Just making sure that this is actually working properly. Okay, cool. We're live. I just wanted to make sure it was live because I didn't see it here. All right, guys. So I'll give you guys a quick update on today's trade. So we started the day already green. We were up 1,200 and like something dollars from last night. We got a nice trade last night. And I was waiting for my position today. Price came up to the orb and it did a break of the orb. It did a retest. So this could be a little confusing to people because if you just go off of the break and retest in the orb, you would have probably went for a buy right here and it would have been a fake out. But what I waited for was confirmation, and there was two things I was looking for. First up, we're at all-time highs, so that's something to keep in mind. Secondly, I had this trend line here, which we did break out of. There's a 15-minute trend line that we've respected multiple times on the 15-minute time frame. Prices come here, shot down. Prices come here, shot down. Come here, shot down. Again, down. So we came just short of it yesterday, and it shot down. I got my entry here last night. I went into a buy off of this purple rectangle right here because this is a rejection zone where price didn't like the price here and it went up. So I had that marked right there. So now we go to today. So this is the trade I won last night. Now today in the morning, I waited. We broke the orb. We went up above that trend line. But it came back down. And then on the 5-minute, we had this little trend line created right here. So when I saw that price spiked up here again and started coming down, when we got below the orb high, I took a sell. So this is the first trade I took. This trade would have got me out for the day right here, because this trade right here, I had it set up to take me out at my full daily profit of 1,800. But I didn't let that happen. I stopped it early, so I needed like $243 to hit my daily profit goal, which was a mistake because what happened is I ended up taking another trade right here. I waited. I went for a buy here above the mid-range and I took a L here. So I lost some money there. I forgot how much I lost, but I took a couple $100 loss here. So after that, I just waited because I already kind of had an idea of what price was going to do today. I figured we're just going to kind of consolidate the orb. And I said that earlier in my stream today, that I had a feeling we're going to consolidate the orb today. And that's exactly what we started doing. So I waited for price to get back to a high so I can make my decision, because when we came down here, price came here. And then at this point, when price came down here, we came very close of my rectangle from last night where price was rejecting, and we didn't even reach it, but price rejected, started going back into a buy. So what I waited for was for price to level out and get back above that orb. And I saw we were going to respect this same trend line from earlier. When it got there, price went up, 5-minute candle. It got short of that trend line and started coming below the orb again. So when we got to the orb, I pretty much took the same trade that I took this morning, just with a slightly earlier entry. And I went for a sell, and I took a sell for 36 ticks, and it played out beautifully. So this is the trade. We ended up the day in our full profit goal, just short a little bit. You could see it over here. Daily P&L is 1772.30. So we were just, 20 something dollars short of 1800, which is fine. It doesn't need to be exactly 1800. That's just my goal for the day. But yeah, guys, so that's what we did. So this is the trade recap for Friday. Took a small win here, about 300 something dollars. Took a bigger loss here. I forgot how much it was exactly, but then took another win here for 900, and that ended up putting me at my goal. But yeah, guys, that's what it is. Did 2 contracts on this trade right here, and it played out beautifully. Just based it off of the trend lines, guys. Again, look, orb did not play out at all today. You can't always rely on the orb, so this is why I tell people all the time, you got to learn how to read trend lines and draw up trend lines, because obviously they're not there. You have to draw them up. But when you visually see things on the charts, you got to draw them up, because a lot of the times I base my trades off the trend lines. Even when I'm doing the orb, I'll use the trend line to kind of back up what I'm trying to do. So today, if you would have just been looking for an orb trade, you would have gotten rinsed left and right. You would have lost money here. Price would have came down here. You would have entered on a sell here because it's a break and retest, and you would have lost here. So you cannot just do blindly or break and retest. So this is why it's important to understand trend lines. And again, look, I had another trend line marked up right here. This is a 5 minute. Boom, 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 boom. Price broke it right here. And look, price has broken this trend line. And look what's happening. So right here, we broke. And price is going down. So again, this is why trend lines to me are very important, to learn how to mark up your chart with trend lines, because I use trend lines for most of my confirmations. And the EMA as well. So EMA, trend lines, I use those together. And like, I love the orb, guys. The orb works great, but you cannot always rely on the orb. And this is exactly why. That was a fake out. That was a fake out. Another fake out. So the orb did 3 fake outs already today. So if you were trying to go for an orb break and retest, you would have lost 3 trades. So you got to know when to use the orb and when not to use the orb. And yeah, today was just a day that you had to trade within the orb. That's it. Sometimes you have to trade inside the orb. So I hope this helps, guys. I just wanted to give an update of the trade day and what I ended up doing and how I executed it, so that way you guys can see what I did. So took a win, took a loss, took another win. We ended up at our profit goal, 1772 for the day. But all right, guys, enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys back here next week. I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I hope everybody did good this week. We had a very profitable week. Everyone was doing good in the chat today and yesterday and last couple days. So it's been a good week for us. I hope everyone's been doing good, and take care, guys.